Hi Gemini. You start with the third house, which is your house, your potential to learn something, and your local neighborhood. So that has to do with communication, with also, communication verbally, but also writing. How do you put yourself out there as well? Social media, emails, whatever. And it came with Chiron and the Sun. The Sun has to do with your immortal spirit. Purpose and destiny is involved. So whatever your purpose is, your mission, whatever you've wanted to accomplish, but perhaps there's an overthinking here. There's something where perhaps your communication is a little bit blocked, or you're having trouble speaking up your truth. And we'll see later on that there is here a transformation taking place, big transformation, like a death and rebirth process taking place. And also on the table, you'll see that we see a strong soulmate energy. Number 22, the Master Builder, is very significant as well for some of you. But here we have wounds that need to be healed. You have Chiron, your healing power, empathy, and ability to teach or learn remedies. But it has to do with all the wounds that still we still carry and that need to be looked at so that we don't repeat the same patterns. We have here perhaps an overthinking mind. We do have Mars in Gemini, right, for a few months. And that can trigger a lot of overactivity, scatteredness. And that could prevent you from, just having faith and just jumping, trusting into a new relationship perhaps, or a new opportunity when it comes to your business, whatever you want to do here. Because you have prosperity begins, and this card, when it came through, flew like at the other side of the room here. And we have two hands. There's a seed that is being planted, and there's a beautiful tree that is growing from that. So it's very promising. We see also here material harvest, foundation and achievements. This is the Four of Wands energy. It's a union card when it comes to twin flame. We also have yin and yang, which is a very much twin flame card for me as a reader. And so as intense as this relationship is, it seems that the two of you, for those who resonate, are going to bring a lot of abundance together, are going to really, as you have a fusion, you merge into union. If you both allow it, there is a sense of long-term commitment, of truly having a spiritual mission, perhaps for some of you. We do have also memories of love, so definitely calling to the soulmate energy. But what we see is this thinking woman that came with all tied up. And so right behind that, we saw a masculine man holding a coin that came through. So this is someone who's very committed, very grounded, and that really speaks from its truth, who really truly wants this commitment with you. But it seems that you being too much in your head, you are in this garden and the gate energy where there's abundance on the other side of the gate. There is happiness. There's a lot of light. The key is around your neck, but there is like, I don't know if I should, all of that overthinking. So the advice here is door to spirit and goddess of the moon. Getting back into the high priestess, your intuition, following the guidance of the universe. If you've seen signs, synchronicities, and, if you've been able to follow your heart, really trust your heart, there is a lot of abundance and love coming through. You have start anew here. That means starting anew, like a blank slate, like a new mind, not repeating patterns from the past that are bringing you into a Four of Cups, which is, not seeing the cup of the divine, not seeing the opportunity here, focusing on the negative, the how do you say, the glass of water half empty, instead of seeing the half full. And that is perhaps preventing you from taking that opportunity. Page of Pentacles in reverse. When underneath we see the sun. That's the happiest card of the deck of the tarot. This is all the blessings that could ever come towards anyone. So a need here to not turn on the light. We have here a couple, beautiful, in silence in the desert. Deep down, there is here a connection that is undeniable. You know, the sun came twice here on the spread, and so that is bringing a lot of enlightenment, illumination. So there's a need to here switch how you're perceiving whatever you are seeing in this situation, because here you have the groundhog spirit, time to let go, and he's holding a heart. You know, like being your worst enemy when it comes to trusting, because of perhaps past wounds or past relationships, past experiences. And so now you're asked to truly transform into your own truth, the truth of this present moment with this present person, and not live your life from the past, live your life from the present for the future. And allow spirit to co-create with you. You have crow spirit, which is the very psychic bird, and also has to do with death, but death in the best way possible, symbolically signifying that you are letting go of whatever has been hindering you now in your situation, whatever has been blocking your own heart, your own movement towards love, because this is really astonishing. Foundation achievements. This is a family, this is a house, this is everything. You have material harvest, prosperity begins. I mean, right? So let's see a little bit of more of the tarot here. Yeah, the moon. Drowning into your subconscious fears, the illusions of that. And Two of Wands in reverse here, which is calling to, you know, hesitating into going into the future, you know. Hesitating into actually planning a new life. Needing to be strong here, Gemini. Yeah, definitely. Look, she's holding this torch and she's not giving up, right? Nine of Wands is almost at the finish line, at the 10. So you're almost there. Whatever you've been going through in your life, the exhaustion, the tiredness, you know, you need to follow higher guidance. You have the Hierophant here in reverse. Perhaps there's a fear of commitment as well here. But I'm seeing underneath 10 of Cups. Again, this sense of, you know, happily ever after. 8 of Swords. You are in your mind, you're your worst enemy here. You know, there could be a fear of success as well, I'm seeing as well. Let's see. Look at that. You're a magician. You can create anything you'd like at this time. And you have the Nine of Pentacles. This is happily self-employed, abundant, by yourself, being able to do everything by yourself. You have to blow off some steam here, Gemini. You are extremely powerful. Extremely powerful. There's a lot of joy that is available to you. You have to get out and play. Knight of Wands. Let yourself celebrate. For Gemini, please. Yeah, 5 of Swords. Needing to get out of this head. We have perhaps a masculine here being very much in its own head. But it's because it's time to take action now. 3 of Wands. It's time to get on that surf and ride the wave. But there's, again, we see the crows here. You know, the crows. It's being, yeah, looking at the worst situations ever. You know, looking at the worst case scenario. King of Pentacles. This is someone who is very committed. Again, this kind of this man holding a coin that we saw before. Very loyal. You know, someone who has had experience. Someone who is mature. Yeah, and a lot of love. Knight of Cups is coming. One more for Gemini. King of Sword. And it's truthful. It's truthful. And that's also you needing to get into your truth. This is nothing else but the truth. And you're just denying that to yourself. Trying to see all the worst case scenarios. All the worst things that could ever happen. We have here 6 of Pentacles. Even give and take. This is beautiful. It's the number 6 is harmony. Yeah, death and rebirth. It's a new life. It's a completely new life. Death and rebirth from what? From the 3 of Swords. From all those hard pains, all those experiences you've had before. This is going to be balanced. This is going to be balanced. Again, calling to this card, the yin and yang. This is balance in a relationship. This is beautiful. This is soulmate energy. So if you're able to allow yourself to be truthful about the situation, about your heart, what you're feeling. Look, again, we have a family here, you know, there could be a kid involved, where everything is aligned. There's teamwork, cooperation. It's just magnificent. So Gemini, allow yourself this. You know, we're Libra season. Venus has to do with love, relationships. I wouldn't doubt it. But it's, of course, up to you. I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for being here. And I'll see you next week. Take care.